Can you tell that my inner child is screaming?
What am I doing with my life?
Want a drink?
Ni hao from Taipei!
Today is a very exciting one I've been waiting for a long time.
We are flying EVA Air's Hello Kitty branded plane.
Woo! This is why we're wearing pink. We've got our Hello Kitty gear ready to go. I've got my little folder with my boarding pass because I actually flew in from Hong Kong yesterday. Liam, how you flying?
Meow, meow, meow.
Liam will be talking exclusively in meows today.
Translated, that is premium economy.
And I'll be flying economy.
I'll be doing business class today, but what's quite cool about this flight is in the lower cabins you get more Hello Kitty and it gets less as you move up.
The aircraft flies from Taipei to my hometown in Chicago.
And today we're going to be flying on a 777-300. We better stop wasting time here. Go and check in.
These special flights are few and far between. Even on this route from Taipei to Chicago, they only fly it a couple of times a week. I actually started my journey in Hong Kong. I hopped over there last night and came back again. By starting my ticket in Hong Kong, I made this about half the price in business class. And that's a great hack for you if you want to fly some really special business class products. Check other departure airports. Let's go check in.
I'm right now in the check-in line and it's not too bad. It's moving pretty quickly. I'm kind of jealous because Nicky and Liam have separate check-in lines for business and premium economy. I have my good luck charm for today. This is Hello Kitty. Look, the Hello Kitty branded boarding pass.
Check-in was super simple and quick with that nice empty premium economy queue behind me, but even more excitingly, I've got a Hello Kitty branded boarding pass.
Check-in was very easy indeed, but the most exciting thing is it's a Hello Kitty boarding pass. Are you joking?
Hey guys, I just saw something super incredible. My inner child is screaming for joy. What is this except amazingness?
Just walking along here and I've already found Nicky playing with more Hello Kitty stuff inside the airport.
Everywhere. My business class ticket did come with priority security. I didn't even need it. Cleared security in the normal line in 2 minutes. Immigration is just e-gate, super easy. And the whole process of check-in, security and immigration was done in about 5 minutes. And now to the lounge. So EVA Air has a variety of different lounges in the airport in Taipei, but I've come to the Infinity Lounge, which is the standard lounge for business class passengers. The other ones are for status holders. There's a variety of different seating options here, lovely food selection, both Western and Taiwanese, some really fresh looking salads, and I'm gonna get myself a little bite to eat.
I am on the lookout for any other Hello Kitty branded things. Guys, I found what I was looking for. The Sanrio store. It has all things Hello Kitty. I wonder if Liam has found this place. I think I found him.
Wait, this isn't what it looks like. Definitely feels slightly weird as a nearly 30-year-old man buying various gifts from the Hello Kitty shop, but what can you do? There it is, our 777-300 with the Hello Kitty livery. Tell you what, as plain designs go, that one is pretty cool.
Here we go, down the jet bridge and onto the Besties jet.
Oh, okay, well look, there's a lot of Hello Kitty fun, but the main test is going to be how solid this premium economy product is. So, here we go.
I'm gonna be all the way in the back in economy, but joke's on them because I have the most Hello Kitty branded stuff that's gonna be delivered to my seat.
Hello, how are you?
Here we go.
Hi, thank you very much. Here we go, stepping into my lovely, intimate, premium economy cabin. That looks pretty fresh.
Bye, Liam. All right, so 61A. My seat is right here. It is 61A. It is a window seat. This is the fully back of the cabin, but I'm super excited because there is a ton of Hello Kitty already.
Well, here we are on board the EVA 777-300ER bound for Chicago in the business class cabin. You'll notice I just said EVA because the captain just said EVA, even though loads of people today, including staff, have been saying EVA, but who knows? Tell me in the comments, especially if you're Taiwanese, is it 1 EVA or 2 EVA? The business class cabin on the Besties jet is arranged in a 1-2-1 configuration, reverse herringbone, with the window seats that I'm in pointing in towards the windows and the middle pair spacing in towards each other. You're going to want to choose one of those if you're in a pair. The seat feels very comfortable. It is very spacious. The seat, of course, turns into a lie flat seat with your feet tucking into a cubby hole, which is wider than you'll usually find on these kind of seats. There's an adjustable headrest right here and also an adjustable armrest just down the side. This boop, pops out. There's a really large tray table that folds out and then folds out to double its size. You'll find 2 USB-A sockets and also a universal power port. That's right next to the touch screen handset, and there's also a personal reading light just there. There's also a decent IFE screen, large enough for this kind of seat. There are 2 different sections of storage cubbies, one up on the console and then one down by your legs.
Gotta say, right off the bat, I am a little bit disappointed there isn't more sort of Hello Kitty theme going on inside. It is a bit like this grey, drab cabin, but aside from that, it is very clean, it's spotless. I've got a bulkhead seat today in this quite secluded, intimate cabin, which only has 7 rows of seats in a 2x4x2 configuration. My seat itself feels nice and comfortable. I have an adjustable headrest behind me, which I can move up and down. And actually, those are some pretty bulky headrests that are going to give me a nice bit of support if I want to sleep later on. The seat itself is pretty wide, maybe not the widest I've ever had in premium before, but I think the more important test is going to be this recline. So let's see. Oh, and that felt like it just kept going and going and going. That is a really decent level of recline. If you want to have a nap, that is going to be the way to go. Over to my right, in my armrest, we have my tray table, which I can flick out like this, and it folds over just like that. Have it in sort of a single configuration or as a double. That also slides backwards and forwards depending on your preference and looks like a pretty good size if you ask me. And then just above that, we also have a little sort of table here where I can put my drink or phone later on in the flight. And then over in my left armrest, I have my IFE remote, which I can pop out. And that remote allows me to control IFE screen out in front of me. And as you can see, it's about a 2 on the Lee & Spencer hand scale, but it looks like it's excellent quality. And I do like that it's sort of attached to a permanent fixture rather than in my seat. And then because of that bulkhead seat, I've got a really solid amount of legroom out in front of me. And in fact, if I click in this little button on my right armrest, it will actually bring up a footrest or a leg rest even, which I will try out in a sleeping position later. I never know if these things actually make it more comfortable or less comfortable, but nice to have as an option anyway.
Here I am right now in my economy seat. This is seat 61A. This cabin is configured in a 3-3-3 configuration. And that's honestly amazing for a long haul flight that's around 13 to 14 hours. This makes it feel a little bit more airy and a little bit more spacious for anyone who's seated in economy. Now this seat itself is approximately 18 inches wide and it has about 33 inches of legroom. When it comes to a standard economy seat, I actually feel like this does have a bit more legroom, and I'm interested to see what the recline would be. No. That's some good recline. Yeah, good. Looking over at the tray table here, it is a bifold tray table. So it adjusts like this, moves forward, moves back, and it closes just like that. The IFE screens will be pretty sizable, and there's a headphone jack here as well as a USB port. Leave all of your charging means. One thing that I noticed right away is that the crew is quite efficient and quick. We got in pretty quickly when it came to boarding, and we're already leaving. We're literally leaving right now. It's pretty fast service, I would say.
In terms of amenities on board, we've got a nice few bits here. We start off with the Hello Kitty slippers, Jason Wu pajamas, earplugs, eye mask, hairbrush, hand cream, balancing mist, lip balm, dental kit, and it's all in this snazzy leather Giorgio Armani bag. There's also nice noise cancelling headphones. And last but not least, a pillow, fluffy and just firm, and actually one of the better pillows I've experienced. And this really cool, soft, duvet-ish blanket.
Right now, in terms of amenities, here's an EVA branded pillow. There are no Hello Kitty themed pinkish pillows that I think I was expecting on this flight, but look at my headrest behind me. A Hello Kitty branded sheet or cover, and that is so cute. It has all the different Sanrio Hello Kitty colors, and it also has this fluffy felt blanket that I will be using later. Excuse my excitement, but the cups are also Hello Kitty branded. So cute. I'll do the Hello Kitty wink. But she doesn't have a smile or expression. The coolest thing just happened. The flight attendants came by and gave me this beautiful Hello Kitty bag full of Hello Kitty material, and I'm really excited to just check it out. So it's a couple more of the mixed nuts and rice crackers, a little EVA Air postcard, a couple more EVA Air Hello Kitty branded napkins, a Rubik's Cube of EVA Air, and EVA Air Sanrio characters playing cards. That's all my Hello Kitty.
Let me talk you through some of the goodies I've got on board today. We're going to start with the most exciting, and that is these Hello Kitty themed slippers, which actually have my Melody on them, which I'm told is another key character in the wider Hello Kitty universe. They're not the thickest and not the softest, but they've got Hello Kitty on them, and they're quite cute, so I like those very much. I've also got this amenity kit, not Hello Kitty themed unfortunately, but let's zip that open and see what's inside. Body cream, an EVA Air eye mask. It's tall green, but doesn't do the best job of cutting out the light, and it is quite tight, to be honest. Earplugs, essential for a long flight like this one. Toothbrush and toothpaste in there. Lip balm, very nice. And finally, some rope. Not sure whether I'm just being a bit thick here. What is this? What is it for? Okay, it's got like a little hook, little keychainy thing on the end. Same on the other end. I really, off the top of my head, cannot think what that's for, so please let me know in the comments, because I'm sure I'm just being an idiot. Next up, and maybe most importantly, we have the pillow. Not like the fluffiest in the world, feels quite like silky, and in terms of comfort, it's actually not bad at all. Probably going to give it 7 on the fluffiness scale, so definitely passable on this flight. And then that pairs with this big old blanket. I tell you what, look at that. We've got smooth on this side, and then we've got like soft, furry, maybe it's Hello Kitty fur on the other side. That is actually a really decent size. It's blankets go premium. That might be just about the best I've seen. And then finally, we have the headphones. Always great to see over-ear headphones in premium economy. Nice and comfortable, great sound quality, noise cancelling. Well done, EVA.
Now, most of you know that I don't drink much on planes, but this is a Piper Height set, or however you say it, 2013, which retails at like $200 a bottle. And so me and our kitty, want a drink? Oh, she loves it. So do I. Cheers. Has been served with these gorgeous looking amuse-bouches. One is sausage, one is smoked salmon. Really delicate, pretty little bites to kick things off. What do you think, babes? Oh, that garlic bread is top notch. We've not had to wait long at all, and the starter has been served, which is a tuna tartare with a grilled shrimp and a piece of courgette, and the presentation is lovely. Tuna's really fresh. Overall, a really solid, fresh start. Next up is a creamy carrot soup. Delicious, like a hug. I feel like you don't get soup enough on planes. Oh, you get a gorgeous salad as well. Okay, the main course has arrived, and this is the thing I was most excited for. It's the Wagyu beef steak. It's beautifully presented, comes with a little bit of rice. Steak on a plane is really difficult, so if they get this right, I will be impressed. It looks juicy. Fatty in that Wagyu kind of way. Wow, that is melt in the mouth stuff. I've had a few steaks on planes where it's like tough as old boots, but I'd probably say it's the best steak I've ever had on a plane. The mashed potatoes great as well. A few little veggies. Now, something very important to note, this Wagyu steak could only be ordered ahead of time. So I went online about 48 hours before the flight. There was lots of different options you could order, of which the Wagyu steak was one. There may be this or other delectable treats if you're going to fly EVA in business class, but make sure you book ahead to get the best of what's on the menu, especially when the best stuff is not available on board. We're just getting big. We're going to have every single dessert, basically, because why not? You could say I've gone overboard, or you could say I'm living my best life. Oh, strawberry and mango, I bet this is going to be, with a chocolate fan. bit of cream. I know that's going to be my favorite already. This cheesecake looks like it's wrapped in a crepe, cheese crepe. That's good. So the ice cream's better. Cheese is cheese, fruit is fruit. Get this cutie patootie ice cream bowl. Go for your hair.
My main meal has arrived, starting off with a lovely cold glass of white wine. Onto the main event. I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty fantastic. First things first, okay, there isn't metal cutlery, but I'm gonna let them get away with it because we've got this pink Hello Kitty themed cutlery, which is plastic, but it's like a nice hard, good quality plastic. And look at that, we even got a cute little Hello Kitty bunny at the end of it. Then in terms of the food itself, so as I said, I went for the sausage vermicelli with some like noodles, potatoes. Actually looks pretty epic. There's even a full hard-boiled egg in there. So let's get stuck in. Oh, look at those bad boys. I've got to say, I am so glad I went with this option. We've got sausage, you've got the vermicelli noodles, you've got some other meat of some kind here. There's also these sticky rice balls. I love having dishes on a plate that feel unique, stuff different to what I've had before. And this is actually delicious. The noodles are cooked really well, the meat is juicy. It's a really, really great mouthful together. I couldn't be happier. And then as my side dish, we've got this little sort of trifecta of very nicely presented sides, including a crab salad, a scallop, and little ham and pickle situation. So again, this is nice, plentiful, unique stuff for premium economy. Very impressed so far. Let's hope this lives up to my expectations, starting with a bit of that crab, maybe some lobster in there as well. It's very fresh, cold. And then look at this fat scallop I'm about to put into my mouth. Looks juicy. That's succulent, it's tasty. Doesn't taste like it's just come straight from a fridge on a plane. Finally, trying out this little pickle and ham situation to round this side dish off. Finally, moving on to dessert, we've got a little pot of fruit, but even better, the crew just brought round some Haagen-Dazs tiramisu ice cream. This on a flight is absolute peak for me, and I'm not going to use the wooden spoon. I'm going to use my Hello Kitty spoon, of course. Oh yeah. I feel like the food service on these Asian airlines just hits different, and today has not disappointed. That main meal, the Taiwanese sausage with vermicelli, rice balls, that might be one of the best mains I've had, particularly for an economy cabin, not even a business cabin. Everything else, the sides, the ice cream, the wine, the coffee that I've just been brought, really top notch. Really, really impressed with premium on EVA Air so far. Finishing that meal service with a lovely hot cup of coffee, and tell you what, as food and beverage services in premium economy go, that's hard to beat.
They have, looks like 4 different options. So I will get the spaghetti with with fish. Yeah, thank you. Who wouldn't want this? Whose days wouldn't this brighten? That's pretty good. It's pretty flavorful. I would say overall the fish was solid. Have I had better meals? Yes, but I have been very filling. Meal has been very filling so far. They serve me beautiful tea here. That's delicious. And I love the design of this cup. I'm gonna have another one of these later. And I saved the best for last, of course. And it looks like some sort of flan. Wow, that is really soft. You guys know what time it is.
The EVA Air Call Bell Challenge.
Oh, hi! That was 17 seconds.
Rapid from EVA Air. Well done.
Well, there's about 2 hours left here on board, and I've just been bought our second full meal service, and I'm pleased to say it definitely is a full meal service here at Premium. Gone for the pesto risotto and pork neck. So the risotto itself is cooked really well. That pork neck is a little bit chewy, but it's still quite a tasty mouthful, and they're very big pieces of pork, just wish it was cooked a little bit better.
It's time for breakfast. I am just honestly surprised because I didn't think they were gonna serve another meal. Spaghetti with chicken. Delicious. I think I've eaten spaghetti twice. It's on this plate. I would have to say the Hello Kitty Besties jet experience was one of the funnest experiences I've had on a flight in itself. If you're looking for one-of-a-kind travel and if you're looking for a thematic flight, then this is the one to take. It's just hard not to smile when everything from cutlery to your headrest cover is covered in Hello Kitty. The staff on flight were just so wonderful. And for an economy seat, it was very comfortable. I had decent legroom and solid recline, and I felt like the staff was super friendly and attentive when it came to meal service and just taking care of us while we were on this long haul journey. So would I recommend the Hello Kitty Besties jet on the flight from Taipei to Chicago? Yes, I would. Not only because you're hitting up my hometown, but it's also because it's a whimsical, one-of-a-kind experience that make ours in economy feel so much more special.
Well, that is EVA Air in premium economy on their Besties jet from Taipei to Chicago done. And on the whole, I had a really enjoyable flight. I will say that premium economy product, while not show-stopping or an industry leader, it is perfectly comfortable, and definitely get the bulkhead if you want extra legroom and a lot of space to spread out. The food on board I was really impressed with, particularly that vermicelli main. Even though it might not look like the most appetizing thing in the world, it was really tasty, a really, really great main meal. And then the Hello Kitty features. You know, the cabin itself was a little bit grey and on the drab side, but actually all of the extras like the cutlery, the little goodie bag, everything on top made the flight feel unique and special. And I would definitely fly with EVA Air on premium economy on their Besties jet again.
I'm in much more formal surroundings for this outro than usual because I was tired after that very long flight yesterday. Overall, I had a really wonderful experience on EVA's business, and I knew this going into it. There was not that much Hello Kitty stuff going on. There was the poster on the wall, I had my slippers, but I always knew down the back is where the action was going to happen, but I was just kind of searching for something a little bit more. That being said, EVA has a really solid business class product. I like the cabin, I like the seat, I particularly liked the duvet and pillow. I thought they were really excellent and really helped me get some good rest on that long flight. I did think the food and service throughout the flight was excellent. I love the dessert trolley that came down. The Wagyu beef main that I had actually was probably one of the best steaks. No, I would say it is the best steak I've ever had on a plane. One thing which I think is great about EVA is all the little touches that they bring in. A tray of candies, all different types that you can choose from. An entire snack basket with like 15 different things in that you could choose from. Champagne being brought to you, and that champagne was top quality, nearly $200 a bottle. All those things came together to make a really special experience. And I wouldn't hesitate to fly business class on EVA again. But I'll be going for that Dreamliner next time. So that was my experience on the EVA 777-300 from Taipei to Chicago.
If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and tell us which jet to fly next.